Welcome back to Action 2 News at 5. RSV still showing high levels here in northeast Wisconsin.
Doctors say the respiratory illness season is not letting up like it normally would. Elise Noe in our studio now after finding out the changes health officials are making to adapt.
Yeah, Chris and Cami, data from Wisconsin DHS shows while RSV is at moderate levels statewide, it remains high in northeast Wisconsin, even as flu and COVID-19 cases decline. That's why health officials have extended RSV immunizations for infants through the end of April, giving families more time to get protection during this longer season. Now, doctors say they're still seeing cases and families are coming in to get their children protected, which is why they say it's especially important for the youngest infants who are most at risk.
It can be pretty severe where those kids need to be hospitalized to make sure that they can get enough oxygen. So extending it when we have RSV in our communities just makes a lot of good sense that kind of treatment is available for those young infants when the RSV is out there and is a real risk to them.
Now, Wisconsin is one of several states extending immunizations for infants. That extension now continuing through April 30th. Cami.